Don't you have some kind of a line that you keep open for emergencies or for celebrities? I'm both. I'm a celebrity in an emergency. Where are you? Here.
You are listening to the local celebrity show with Sheldon Demke.
Where are you, Sheldon?
I'm right here, Peter.
Oh, thank God.
I'm right here, Peter.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the local celebrity. One celebrity to rule them all.
Yes, one celebrity to take you there and back again.
And I'm sitting here with my precious Peter Gunn from the Peter Gunn Show. How you doing, Peter?
How are you, Sheldon? I'm quite touched by that.
I would throw you into Mordor if I needed to.
I've been thrown into Mordor before. Don't worry about it.
I'm doing great, Peter. It's so good to have you here.
It's so nice to be here.
If you want to hear Peter on his the Peter Gunn Show, it's every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 5 to 7. The Peter Gunn Show.
Yes.
You will rock your socks off.
You'll laugh. You'll cry. We cover all the bases.
And with winter like this, double socks.
And a lot more crying. Yeah.
Because you got to double up on those socks, Peter.
I still can't feel my fingers from Saturday.
Saturday was a little cold.
It was a tad chilly.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I am by now, I am a celebrity who makes movies. I make movies. That's what I do.
Yes.
And on Saturday, we were doing what I do, making movies.
We were.
And Peter was there, and we were bundled.
We were bundled.
Bundled up like little burritos. And we were
Like
still cold.
Baked potatoes.
I mean, we live in St. George to get away from this cold.
I didn't come thousands of miles across the Atlantic from England to be cold.
The man did come from England.
I didn't swim across the Atlantic Ocean to freeze.
Yeah, it's so cold.
I'm a little bitter about it.
And and the cold is a bit bitter as well.
Yes.
But I'd rather be here than Salt Lake or Canada or Alaska.
Yes.
Or any of those cold places.
Yeah, it's all relative, yeah.
It really is. But cold is cold, Peter. But you know what? You were a champ.
As were you, sir.
You are a champ. Peter was in this movie. Dan Fowlks is directing a new film. It's going to be wild. It's going to be fun. But it's very Christmassy as well.
It does. It does have a Christmas theme. It's like a John Hughes movie.
It is exactly like a John Hughes
but
movie.
not.
But not really at all. It's
yeah.
It's gonna be fantastic. Untitled Dan Fowlks film. You'll be seeing it at the Christmas Gorilla Competition. It's going on right now. Filmmakers of all ages and all sizes and shapes are making films right now as we speak.
They are.
Christmas films, Peter.
I think they're filming out in the parking lot
Yes,
right now.
they are. They're everywhere. The town is a bustle with filmmakers making...
I'm wearing a bustle right now.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
I can attest to that. They are making Christmas films to show in front of large crowds
of
cheering fans.
Ecstatic people. And we actually have somebody calling in a little bit later on to discuss upcoming event. Is
That's
that
right. We have a jam-packed show. I'm glad you're right. We've got a jam-packed show today. Let me tell you what's going on today. Are you ready, Peter?
I am ready. Should I write this down?
No. Okay.
Okay.
Let me get you a pen.
Please.
This one doesn't work.
Paper?
We've got Lisle Crowley in the studio right now as we speak.
Sitting on the couch, waiting to go.
He is with bated breath.
Yes.
Waiting to get on the microphone to talk about a project he just wrapped up, a film of mine actually that he did the score for.
Nice.
And it sounds fantastic. Very talented man. We'll be talking to Lisle here in a minute.
We can ask him how cold it was.
We can ask him how cold.
Yeah.
it was in his studio making music. Can't be that cold.
No.
Right? I mean, you got the heat.
Yeah.
Speaking of heat, did we put the heat on in here?
I've made an executive decision. The heat is on. In
The heat is on. Oh,
immortal
good.
words of
All right.
Glenn Fry.
Don't tell the bosses we've turned the heat on.
Yes.
It's like Ebenezer Scrooge up in here. No heat for you.
We're heating ourselves by candlelight. I just want to make that clear.
All right.
We also have...
we have Dan Fowlks should be popping in later today.
Yeah, so will we be able to reveal the secrets of said movie, do you think?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
We're gonna ask Dan what he knows
About
and
the film he's made.
what he can tell us about this untitled Dan Fowlks film that is supposed to be very heartwarming and Christmassy.
Yeah.
at the same time.
It's
So
all
we shall see.
warm and fuzzy.
It's all very warm and fuzzy.
Yes.
So Dan Fowlks is going to be popping in. We have a special guest coming in. I'm just kidding. She's calling in from California.
She is.
And her name is Kristina Anapau. She is from True Blood.
And Black Swan.
Black Swan. She played in Grimm.
She was in Wes Craven's Cursed.
She was?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I've done my research.
Wow, yeah, you've been doing your homework. That's good. That's good. We're going to talk to Kristina. She just wrapped on a horror film called, what's that scary? What's that scary one? It's called.
Oh, this is terrible.
Altergeist. That's what it is.
Altergeist.
Yeah.
Yes.
A very scary film. I should have my notes in front of me. But
You should.
my brain is so fantastic, Peter. I can
It's
remember
so full
things.
of film.
Thank you.
You know, you can't put
It's not
a
filed
gallon
very
of
good.
knowledge into a shot glass of rain.
So we're going to talk to Kristina Anapau
Yep.
from True Blood.
Yes.
All you True Blood fans. Are you True Blood fan, Peter?
I have never seen a single second of True
You
Blood, sir.
haven't?
Never.
Man, I saw the first. I shouldn't say.
No, we shouldn't say this,
But no, I saw the first couple seasons. I loved, and then it just kind of
jumped the
lost
shark,
it.
didn't
Kind of
it?
lost it for me. But
Yeah.
True Blood. So all you True Blood fans out there, we have Kristina Anapau coming in. She was the pregnant girl in a few of those episodes. She was, I think,
there you go.
She was in I think 6 episodes. So that's exciting. We also have Christian Navarrete.
Nice. Is he
Coming
pregnant?
in later. He is not pregnant.
Okay, good.
Nor do I think he will be pregnant anytime soon. But you know,
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
It is modical.
it's a Christmas miracle.
Modern miracle age.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then we might have Adam Mast, film critic Adam Mast, calling in to talk about the big Christmas event.
Right.
So that'll be cool. So that is what's happening.
Wow.
It's taken me 6 minutes to tell you what is
That's
happening.
okay. It's such a full. It's such a jam-packed
Such
show.
a jam-packed show.
We had to take half the show to tell you what was on it.
So that's what's happening. You know what? And we might as well just get Lyle on the
Let's
mic.
just get Lyle
Let's just get
on
him
the
on
mic.
here. Lyle
Yeah.
Crowley, get over here. Come sit on the hot seat. Lyle is in the studio, and he's excited to talk to us about a film. Lyle, how's it going over here?
Good. I appreciate you having me here. I'm happy.
Well, I'm so glad you showed up. Sometimes people don't show up.
yeah, thanks for coming, Lyle. We didn't know what to do with ourselves.
Lyle, you are a bit of a celebrity now.
Okay. Good.
Welcome to the circle of celebrities.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm on the Celebrity Show, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Why not?
Your whole life is about to turn upside down, sir.
So a few weeks ago, you got a call from Mr. Sean Lebrec.
Yes, he did. He asked me. Sean and I had talked a little bit before, and he knew that I did compose, and he says, "Hey, you want to take a shot at this?" And he sent me the link to the Wild Misadventures of Jesse James and Billy the Kid. Right? Did I get it in the right order? And I saw it, and I thought, heck yeah, I want to do the music to that. That was just a great short.
Lyle, we did that in 72 hours. 72 hours? 48 hours.
Wow.
48, I can't even remember. It was a couple days. We did it in a couple days.
No time for a safety shot on that one.
No, it was really quick. We came up with the storyline maybe a week beforehand. I came to Adam Mast, and I'm like, Adam, I've got an idea. What do you think? And he's like, I really like it. Let's write it up. And we wrote it up, and we ended up winning first place.
Yeah, I believe it because everything just flowed. You know, I would have no clue that you just did it in 48 hours. Honestly, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes the best music is not something that I slave on for hours and hours. It's just like something that just comes like a gift, and it just comes together that fast. But I believe you guys took first place because the story was great. Right from the first, I watched it, and it was exciting. You know, it was an adventure, and it caught me. I wanted to see what happened, and it took me on a journey, and it was a very, very nice payoff at the end of the journey, I thought.
It always starts kind of fast paced anyway. You know, you're in the middle of something's going on. You're in the middle of it, and so it catches you right in the beginning. It catches you, and then all of a sudden you've got this fight sequence. It's just a really fun. And then at the end, it's just, you're like, wow, what a good story. And some people say it's hard, it is, Peter. It is so hard to have a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Right.
A full story in 5 minutes. It's nearly impossible to capture something like that. And it's fun when it actually happens.
Yeah, and it did. The by the way. The acting was great. Kudos to you. I can see,
Thank you.
I can see why you're the local celebrity. I mean, you did a great job. I watched that. My favorite part to score was the fight scene. That was fun. And at the end, getting the music to try to capture the end of the story, as you say. And that was very fulfilling to me. I had a blast doing it.
Now, when you only have such a short amount of time to come up with a score, is the pressure really on, or do you just view it as you would any other project?
I do everything pretty fast. It's just I saw it and I thought, okay, I could do this, and the idea presents itself pretty fast, and you develop it a little bit, and if it's a good idea, it usually doesn't take a lot to develop it. It's if you're working on something for 3 months, it's probably going to be kind of a piece of crap by the time you're finished with it anyway.
I found that to be the case, yeah.
And if you work on something like, if it takes you, one of the best songs I wrote, my wife was telling me, come eat dinner. Hold on just a second, I got this. And sometimes that's just the way it is. So they gave me direction, kind of what they wanted, and so I got some ideas, and I was able to develop them right from the beginning. And the nice thing about it was Sean, whenever I sent it to him, he says, I want more, because the dummy track they had before was pretty sparse, and so I was going pretty sparse, and it was really nice to say what you did here at the beginning, and this, I want more of that, and so that made it fun for me.
So do you do this a lot? I mean, is this kind of what you do, Lisle?
Well, I've been a musician most all my adult life, and I focus more on guitar. I teach at the college, and I've done national stuff. I've had finger style guitar exposure, and just lately, I'm getting older, things are changing a little bit for me, so I kind of wanted to switch more to composing, and I've been involved in several composing projects since I did that. I love the composing. You're sitting there in the studio and you're putting stuff together, and you know what it's like making a film, but it's that same way whenever things come together. It's like nothing else.
Oh, I love that process. Peter and I were a part of the process. Dan Fowlks and I just finished a film called Tale Told Heart, and we had Shane Winch do the music. I mean, do you know Shane?
Yeah, I know Shane.
Yeah, Shane Winch did the music, and to see him over there at Spiral Studios, putting it, we had the movie playing, and he was just right there on the keyboard and putting it all together. It was a magical symphony of sorts. It was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, I've worked with Shane. Shane's a great guy, and but yeah, it's doing it to a music. I've done websites, I've done web movies and stuff like that. Yeah, it's fun also whenever you get guidance, whenever the producer of your project says, this is kind of what I have imagined. They're not really telling you what to do musically, but they're telling the mood or what they're trying to get across, and you get to match that. That's a fun challenge.
It's fun to be directed into things, you know? I mean, you've got a passion for something. And have you done anything like Misadventures? I mean, was this, you know, your tour de force, as it were? Is this your epic? This is what you're going to show
The one
everybody.
you'll be remembered for.
The one you will be remembered for.
Yes, that's what I mean. No, I haven't done anything. This will be the one I'll be remembered for. But I am working on it. Yeah, I've done, like I said, I've done some other projects. I have been invited to submit music for TV shows. I'm hoping that pans out to something.
Wow, that's great. So what are you working on right now? Are you working on any film scores? Or are you working on what are you working on right now?
Okay, right now, let's see. I've teamed up with some artists, and we're doing. It's kind of a music and art, a YouTube project. So right now, I'm doing some scoring some music for that. It's just basically background music for their art. I am working on a project. My band is the Lawn Darts, and we're in the studio working on stuff. I'm doing a CD with Kevin Fry writing and doing the music for that, and what else? We have a website coming up that I did the music for an author. That should be coming up online. I thought it was coming up here in November, but I haven't heard yet exactly when it is.
Well, where does one find your stuff, your material? I mean, we want to hear what you've done.
Okay. easiest thing to do is go to stgeorgeguitarlessons.com. Easy to remember because we're in St. George, and I do guitar lessons. Matter of fact, Shane Winch has been one of my students. Most of the guitar players in town that have really done some, I've had the opportunity to teach, and so that has been my living for most of it. And I have a YouTube channel where we're pushing the projects, like for the art project. So, you know, if you look up Lisle Crowley on YouTube, you find pages and pages of stuff.
Well, spell your name for us.
That's the hard part. It's spelled Lisle is the first name, and the last name is spelled Crowley.
Very nice. And we can find you on YouTube, but you got Facebook as well. We can find you on Facebook.
Facebook, yep.
Yeah, Shane actually just wrote us an original song for Tale Told Heart, and it ended up turning out to be just fantastic. Have you heard it yet?
Yeah, I did. As a matter of fact, he posted on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Turn this up. Here it is. Yeah, it's a really good song for the Tale Told Heart. Yeah. This is great. That guitar. Just gotta love the guitar.
Right here, right no more.
Have you seen A Tale Told Heart?
I haven't.
You gotta see it. You'll see me in it. You think I was good at Misadventures?
What more do you need, sir?
If you thought I was good at Misadventures, you just wait. I only have about a minute and a half screen time, but it's fantastic.
Best minute and a half of the whole
movie.
Everyone just fast forwards to that minute and a half.
I've heard that before.
Don't tell the director. He's sitting over there. Everything else is really good, too. Do you know Dave Anderson over there at the college?
Yes, I do.
Another music guy over there. I've been friends with Dave forever. Really nice guy.
Yeah, I like Dave quite a bit. I do the guitar ensemble over at the college, and we're doing an arrangement that he did of the Pirates of the Caribbean, all the music from that. He did a great job. Yeah, it's really cool. That's going to be like December 4th. Everybody should come to it at the college. Yeah, he did a great job.
Nice. We are talking to Lisle Crowley, a music guy doing music for movies. He did music for one of my movies, which is fantastic because I love promoting myself because I am the local celebrity.
That's what the show is all about.
That's what it's all about. Yeah. That's why my name's on the door, people.
Exactly.
It's not on the door, but we need to get on.
We do. Yeah. You don't have your name on a jacket, you know.
I know we need to get. Yeah, well, I've got my Superman jacket, which is pretty much my name.
Close enough. Yeah.
So there's that. Lisle, thank you so much for coming in the studio. I'm excited to see what you've got coming up and to see what kind of scores you can put out on some of these other films, because there's a lot of filmmakers in this town and they need music.
Yeah, there is. I appreciate you having me come on. I hope I get to work with your team again, you know, with you and Sean and Adam and Stormy, because that was a blast. I honestly, that was just a great job, and it was a pleasure to be a part of that. So I'm hoping you guys will keep me in mind for projects you guys are doing.
Oh, you're on the top of the list now, Lisle. Thank you so much, and yeah, thanks for coming on the show. All right. Lisle Crowley, everybody. Lisle Crowley. Mr. Crowley. Thank you so much, Lisle. All right. That was Lisle Crowley, everybody.
Nice.
He's the up-and-coming local celebrity in music. Fantastic. Doing great stuff, man. What he did with Misadventures of Billy the Kid and Jesse James, Billy the Kid. I don't know which one.
But yeah, we get the gist.
I was Billy the Kid, so that's all.
We don't even care about the other one. Which one were you?
Oh, man. We have another special guest.
We do. They're always special.
We are moving right along.
We are.
And I was with this special guest. I can say his name now. It's Dan Fowlks is here. Dan Fowlks is here. And he has been crazy man all morning long. It's been wild. How's it going, Dan?
It's going busy. It's really busy. Yeah. I got like
He's a busy
5 minutes, 45 seconds.
All right. Well, we're gonna make it quick.
We can give you two.
Closer. Dan and I met up this morning.
Yes.
To do a fun shoot with Mayor Pike.
John Pike.
Nice.
John Pike.
Yeah, I'm working with St. George News doing the new No Filter shows with Paul Ford and Grady Sinclair, and we just been having a fun time just running gun.
Those guys are hilarious.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Great team. Their personalities just mesh, and they're just fun to capture on video and just put these little episodes together.
This is how crazy they are, Peter. They wanted to do an interview with Mayor Pike.
Right.
But they don't want to do just any interview.
No, that's been done.
That's been done.
Yeah.
They wanted to do something that has not been done.
Outside the filming bun.
Exactly. And you know what they did, Peter?
Unicycles.
Close.
Very close. They interviewed Mayor Pike on Segways.
Outstanding.
This morning we've been riding around historic downtown, all three of them on Segways, and they are conducting their interview as I'm running beside them with a glide cam, and they're just talking about historic downtown St. George.
It was the funniest thing, Peter. They're on Segways going around the roundabout right there in Town Square.
Wow.
Around the roundabout, and Dan and I are following behind. We're running. I've got the big boom pole. He's got the camera. And we're running around the roundabout. We're stopping traffic, Peter.
As you would,
And they're
sir,
like,
yeah.
is that the mayor on a Segway?
Yeah, he can stop traffic. That's
do they
okay.
even make Segways
That's okay.
anymore?
We can stop traffic with the mayor.
Wow. Were there any serious accidents?
No accidents whatsoever, but we had a lot of rubbernecking going on. I mean, everyone was like, are you kidding me right now? Segways in the middle of the road? They're like, oh, it's mayor.
Am I dreaming?
Oh my gosh, I wish somebody would have captured us capturing them, because we must have looked like... Well, the funniest thing is we were all around the town square. We were over at Judd's doing a little piece in front of Judd's, and Dan and I jumped on the back of the Segway. So there's two people on one Segway, two people on the other, and I got my big boom pole. I mean, it's just way out there, and we're buzzing in the middle of the road around the roundabout to go over to the Electric Theater. I mean, we must have been the funniest things all morning.
Perfect thing to see at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
I've seen that before, strangely enough.
The looks we were getting, Peter.
I
Oh my
imagine,
gosh.
yes.
It was hilarious. Oh man, I can't wait for that to be cut together. It's gonna be a fun segment, you know, because everyone has seen the sit-down interview. Well,
Right.
Mayor, tell us about the city, you know.
Right.
Now,
Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, he is on a Segway, and it has to be noted, it was the first time he's ever been on a Segway.
Were helmets involved?
No helmets.
Wow.
No. It was a
Not that we're promoting no helmets, ladies and
no,
gentlemen.
no.
Always wear a helmet.
Yes.
perfect segue into a Segway
Nice,
interview.
Dad. Oh.
But it was actually Dan. Dan's never been on a Segway. I've never been on a Segway, and they're actually really easy to drive around.
I never want to walk again.
Yeah, I never want to go. On
I can
another
help
walk.
you with that, Dan.
It was. I'd love to get Peter on a Segway.
Yeah, really, I'll do it.
Awesome.
I'll do
That
it.
would be awesome. Because you just lean forward and it goes, and then you lean back and it goes backwards.
That's kind of how I move.
And,
Yeah.
you know, at first, seriously, the first like 8 seconds, I'm like, this isn't happening. This is not. And you're like, oh, okay. Once you get your center of gravity, you're good, you know?
Yeah.
Man, Dan was impressing me, man. It was like 5 seconds. He was like buzzing down. I'm like, in the middle of the road, I'm like, I'm staying on the sidewalk, going like 5 miles. He's like buzzing around, doing circles around me.
Do you still have the Segways? I might need a trip to the grocery store later.
No, we're still. I'm actually gonna be heading out here a couple minutes to go finish filming them at the Dixie High School. They're gonna come into the large stadium with all the kids around them, and it's gonna be epic.
Nice.
Totally epic.
I still have to get on the back of one of those.
What a great sport Mayor Pike is. Really good. And the fun stuff he's talking about. He's talking about the Electric Theater, what they're doing with it. So it's
Right.
gonna be really. When are we gonna be able to see that?
It should be out. It might be out tomorrow night or Wednesday. Depends on how fast my workflow can be. And
Well, get on it, Dan.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure I'll be working on it well into the night.
Can we talk about Saturday's project, or are we still being...
We talked briefly about the untitled Dan Fowlks project, Christmas project.
Yes.
And how much fun and cold it was on Saturday.
Well, due to some suggestions, the title is Juggernaut 3: Deck the Hulls.
Juggernaut 3?
We're gonna skip 2. Just
We are? We just jogged right over 2. All right, nice.
Jogged right over
We
that.
decked 2.
Juggernaut 3: Deck the Hulls.
The search for Juggernaut 2.
The search for more money.
Oh man, Dan, it's been such a fun shoot. Peter Gunn himself makes an appearance.
Yes, thank you, Dad. I was thrilled to be a part of
And
this.
his
I have to say, Peter was the one that took most of the beating that night, and good sport. I applaud Peter because he was a sport.
Oh, you're welcome, sir.
Oh my! Yeah.
Peter is quite the man.
I will take a punch for film.
He
Really.
will do whatever it takes. Sometimes I think I could do whatever it takes. No, there are some things I say no to. Peter never says no.
No, you won't be upside down on a Segway while having the life beaten out of me.
And it is going to be fantastic to see what Peter's performance entails.
It will, not only people will gasp.
No, yeah.
They will gasp. I don't even know if they will jump out of their seats. They will just gasp like, what?
Laugh. It's like a gasp laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, just
Sheldon
Exactly.
said to me on the way home, he was like, I don't know what people are going to make of this.
It's something else.
Yeah.
It is really something else. Man.
oh yes, God bless us, everyone.
Yes.
Everyone. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a blast. And that's going to be premiering at the Christmas Gorilla coming up soon. I don't even know what the date is.
December 20th. I
20th.
believe.
Is it the 20th?
Yes.
Yep. I remember that because on Saturday, one of our Juggernauts' birthday
Oh,
is
nice.
on the 20th. So yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
And
Melanie Camry.
that's right. And she's in town for it this year. Last year she was in California, I believe.
Yep,
And,
yeah.
So she'll be around this year.
One
which
of the
will be nice.
Juggernauts' birthdays when it will premiere.
Well, you got a fun cast. Kathy Fort's coming back, and man, it's just fun to see what happens.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And let them kind of, I mean, because this is, like, I scripted it out just kind of a basic, this is how I want it to kind of flow, but then when you get there, and it's, again, you just let them, Kathy and Melanie, just kind of come up with stuff, like, yeah, that'll be funny, let's do that, let's put that in there. So.
And there was a nice sort of happy accident location-wise. I mean, we were going to
Yes.
film at one certain location, and that didn't quite work out from a lighting standpoint, so we went somewhere else that I think worked perfectly.
Yeah, very Christmassy.
Already had all the decorations out, and it was lit beautifully, so it worked out really well in the end. And
Yeah.
the decorations were even incorporated.
it's gonna look very Christmassy.
Yeah.
It's gonna warm the hearts of men and women
And children.
and children for years to come.
And your children's
Years.
children. And,
Yes.
Well, what else are you working on right now, Dan?
Oh, what else?
What are you not working
I'm
on?
not working on.
We have a special phone.
you
call
might want to
coming
grab that, Sheldon.
Thanks everyone for having me, but I gotta get going.
All right,
All right,
thanks,
thank
Dan.
you, Dad.
See you later. All right, let's see. How do I grab this?
Pick that up.
I pick this up.
Yep.
Okay.
I accept it here. Here we go.
You
Go.
accept it there?
Go ahead.
Do I answer it?
Yes.
Kristina? You're there. Hey, Kristina Anapau is on the phone. We don't hear her quite yet, but we're going to.
I'm going to switch to a headset.
You're on the air in a second. Hold on 1 second, Kristina. Holding. Okay, talk for me. Talk for me.
Hello.
Kristina, are you there?
Yeah,
She's not on the phone
I'm
anymore,
here.
so
Can
she's
you
got to
hear
be there. Oh,
Hey.
are you there?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Kristina.
Very nice.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. The phones work. How are you doing today? Where are you?
I'm good. I'm in Los Angeles. today.
Los Angeles.
Where are you guys?
We're actually in southern Utah. But don't let that
Okay,
fool
okay.
you. We're only like an hour from
Mountain
Vegas.
time.
So, yeah, we're an hour and a half from Vegas. So we're we're on that
Pretty
side.
close.
Yeah,
But you're in a different time zone.
yes, we are. We're in the cooler
Got it.
time zone in the mountains,
Right.
as it were.
I had to look up what was mountain time. What was mountain
You had to
time.
look up mountains.
I have to do that every morning, Kristina. It's okay.
I wasn't sure if it was 1 hour, 2 hours. You know, I knew it was in between.
I'm still not sure. I've lived here 4 years. Is it 1 or 2?
It's just 1 hour.
Just 1.
from
Okay.
California. It's not too far off. Kristina, so you guys, your film released.
Yes, it's released and it's in select cities right now.
Nice. And how's it doing?
I don't know. I think it's doing pretty well.
Is it good?
We had a fun premiere a couple weeks ago, and as far as me, it's like my work's sort of done, but but it's out there doing a really great job in the world. Altergeist seems to be being very well received.
And give us a little backstory about Altergeist.
Altergeist, a horror film.
Yes, it's a paranormal thriller, and I play a ghost hunter / producer / director who takes her team of filmmakers up to a haunted winery in Sonoma to see what they can discover, and they definitely find what they're looking for and a whole lot more.
They find what they're looking for.
Nice.
Peter is still looking for stuff, and
yeah, I haven't found anything.
He hasn't found anything.
Now, given that this is set at a winery, how much drinking was on set?
Nothing, as far as the cast is concerned. I'm not sure with the filmmakers what they were engaged in.
The director was slogged the whole time.
3 sheets to the wind, yeah.
But we were, we were, it was just like a normal film shoot. I mean, we were shooting night, so I think everybody, I don't think anyone was partying too much because it was just taking, all our focus and energy to stay up every night and get our work done. But it was really, night shoots are so great. And once you get on the night shoot schedule, it's not a problem at all. But like that first week is so tough. You hit a brick wall around 4 a.m. every day, and it always seems like that's just the time you're getting the best stuff. And it's interesting. I mean, it's fun. It's like shooting in a little bubble because the entire rest of your life is asleep. And so for a month, 2 months, whatever it is, it's like you sort of exist independently from the rest of your life, which is kind of fun.
And what do you do when you to keep the creative energy up when you hit that wall at 4 a.m.? Do you have little tricks to?
Coffee, really. I mean, I don't really have that many tricks. I think coffee, maybe short naps in the beginning. But the thing is, too, if you lay down just for a second, I think you're almost worse off than if you just push through and stay up the whole time.
Yeah, I find it helps if I stay vertical.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah,
Lots of coffee. I think there was a lot of coffee drinking going on set. That was the only kind of drinking that really was happening on set, was coffee.
As it should be.
Yes.
Well, we have, Kristina, we've got a lot of True Blood fans out there, and they just wanted to hear how shooting True Blood, how was that? I mean, was Anna Paquin kind of a diva? I mean, how was True Blood?
No, not at all. True Blood was one of my favorite things I've ever worked on. It was everybody in front of the camera, everybody behind the camera. This was such an amazing, talented, professional group of people, and a very familial sort of atmosphere on set. And it was a pleasure going to work every day. And it was really sad. Every time the season ended, it was really sad because you wouldn't see anyone for a few months. And obviously, it was pretty sad when the entire series came to a close as well. And it was great. I just had lunch the other day reconnected with Chris Bauer, who plays Sheriff Belfour.
Oh, yeah.
We hadn't talked for, since my character wrapped up kind of the end of season 5. So we'd, texted a few times, spoken, but it was nice to touch base and see what he's doing post True Blood. And, he does a lot of amazing theater work. So it was exciting to find out what he's been up to.
And how do you feel like True Blood wrapped up when its final episodes? How did you feel it? How did you feel about it?
Well, I think that they wrapped it up nicely, but there's definitely some questioning and some room for things if they wanted to do some sort of
totally
I don't know, like a movie or some, who knows? I don't know what they have planned, but there's definitely some unresolved issues, and I'm sure that was on purpose. So.
Oh, I'm sure, most definitely.
Yeah, have you heard any? Have you heard any rumblings of a spin-off or?
No, I haven't heard anything. That was just out of my own. They'll probably hear me say it and do it.
As they should.
You heard it here, folks.
Yes, as they should. I was reading that you also have something of a recording background.
I did have a record deal when I was 20 years old, 19, 20, somewhere around there. I had a record deal with Hollywood Records, and it was a 3-girl group. We opened for Destiny's Child on the TRL tour, MTV TRL tour.
Wow.
And it was quite an experience. I definitely missed acting, though, amidst it all, and then finally went back to acting. So I thought I'd be able to juggle both of them, but seeing as though it was a group and I wasn't, a solo artist, it was really difficult as far as scheduling and whatnot to still be involved with acting. So I went back.
And what's really fun is you worked on Black Swan. You're an actress in Black Swan. You played the Little Swan. And you had one of my favorite directors, Darren Aronofsky. How was working with him? I'm really curious.
Oh, it was tremendous. I mean, so inspiring, and he's so focused in everything he does, and just really inspiring. I mean, no matter what kind of budget he has for a film, he really runs the set like it's an independent film. That's the world he comes from.
Yeah, the guy's a legend.
yeah, it just kind of translates into a lot of focus, and everyone needs to be at the top of their game all the time. And there's not he doesn't allow for that kind of cushion that's usually present in big budget films, which is really inspiring. It was very intense and very challenging at times, but it was, at the end of the day, an amazing project to be a part of.
Oh, I'm sure. Do you ever get like starstruck? I mean, I know you're hanging around with stars a lot, but I mean, when you see Natalie Portman or even working with Darren Aronofsky, I mean, you get kind of, do you geek out as it were?
I feel like not with them. I mean, I think not with the people you would, like most people would geek out over. I geek out over weird people, and I'm not sure what it is about certain people, like Jane Fonda. Like Jane Fonda, I was super starstruck when I saw her, but I don't know. I'm not sure what the criteria is for me to become starstruck. I think it's maybe experiences or people that I've admired when I was a lot younger. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. I saw, this is such a weird one, Claudia Schiffer, the supermodel.
No, I would have totally geeked out, yeah.
5 years ago, and for some reason I was just so, starstruck by seeing her, and I realized it's because, when I was 12, 13, whatever, it was, your teenage age, it was the time of the supermodels, and I was obsessed with, supermodels like everybody was back then, and so it's just interesting. I think it's more people that, like, I would geek out if I saw Madonna or somebody that I was really idolized when I was a kid.
See, I've long been a fan of Wes Craven. I'm a huge horror fan, and love the Nightmare on Elm Street movies and the Hills Have Eyes movies. And so, if I were you on set shooting Cursed, I probably wouldn't be able to stop giggling every time I came into contact with Wes Craven. How was your Cursed experience?
Chris is wonderful. Wes Craven's so, he's such a great guy to work with. He's it was like a very familial kind of atmosphere on set. He's has a very kind of paternal or grandfatherly almost way about him, and is very quiet, knows exactly what he wants, and sort of just tells you very quietly. Kind of the opposite of Darren Aronofsky. Equally brilliant, and it was a wonderful. I was really young. I was only, I think, 22 or 23 when I was working on Curse, and it was a lot of fun with Jesse Eisenberg, and we had a lot of really cool experiences.
Is there a director out there that you would love to work with and you haven't had the chance yet? Someone you idolize?
Let me think. No one in particular. I mean, there's probably a long list of them that I'd like to work with, but
Martin Scorsese.
Mike Nichols actually was someone that I really wanted to work with, and I mean, obviously, unfortunately, I won't be able to now, but he's someone that I've admired forever.
All right, on. Well, thank you so much for calling, and I'm really looking forward to see Altergeist, because we love horror movies. We're just big horror movie fans.
Huge horror movie fans, so.
And maybe we'll get you on the show again sometime. How's that sound?
Absolutely. Anytime.
Thank you so much. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
All right, bye-bye now. Kristina Anapau from HBO's True Blood on the phone. How fantastic was that?
Yeah.
That's so much fun.
Nice.
We're getting real people on the show.
Real people on the show, Sheldon.
And speaking of real people,
we have another real.
We have
two real people
right here in the studio.
Outstanding.
Local celebrities in their own mind. As I am in my own mind. We've got Bob Baumann made a special appearance here. How's it going, Bob?
Great. How are you?
Good. Scoot that chair over here. We got Bob Baumann and we've got Christian Navarrete in the studio. How's it going, Christian?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you.
I'm so glad. I can't believe you got Bob in here. This is great.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Bob, as you know, Peter, Bob is in production of his first film.
Yes, first directorial effort, is that correct?
But he's been around film a long time, and you've produced and you've directed a lot of theater. Is that right?
Actually, I've performed in a lot of theater, but I only directed one other production, The Man from Earth, that we did here locally.
Oh, that's right. I keep thinking, that was Kent that did Christmas Story. But yeah. Oh, you did that locally, right here?
Yes.
The Man That Fell from Earth?
No, that's the David Bowie one. And this is The Man from Earth. It's a little bit different.
I'm glad you caught me on that.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got Christian here. Christian, you're you're playing the assistant director in this film.
Yes, and it's been a pleasure. It's been just a whole other experience, just seeing this production getting put together. I love it.
Could you
Get a little
just lean it
closer.
a little more? There
How
you
did you land that gig, Kristen? That's awesome.
I'm friends with the director.
That always helps.
It helps to be friends.
Yeah.
And he's not playing assistant director. I'm playing director. He's phenomenal.
He's the assistant to the director. That's right. Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. What's this film called?
Refuge from the Storm.
Refuge from the Storm.
Nice.
And how's production going?
It's coming along. We finished late last night after a long 12-hour shoot, and we've got another day to go, and I think we'll wrap it up.
One more day of shooting, and you guys are done.
Yep.
And you've got the multi-talented Rich Hill on board as one of your actors.
And yes, he is. He's done absolutely amazing. He's a pleasure to work with.
Yeah, I've worked with Rich many times, and that guy, when you can get him, and he's a hard man to get because that guy's a busy
He's
man,
a busy little
you
bee,
know?
is Rich Hill.
Rich Hill is a busy man,
Yeah.
but he brings this intensity to whatever he's doing that is just it's phenomenal.
The man just flat out scares me. Really.
He does. He was also in The Man from Earth and saved our bacon on that. He's so good.
When he and I were working on Heard It Through the Walls together, my goodness, he when he has got a knife,
Yeah.
and he's coming at you with a knife.
Yeah. I thought my mother was scary under those conditions, but Rich Hill.
I was terrified, and it was a real knife.
Yeah.
I'm like, we don't have a stage knife.
Well,
no.
There's a scene in that movie where he hurls you across the kitchen, and he really seems to be going full tilt.
Oh yeah, he's tossing me.
Yeah.
It's and he's got some strength on him.
Yeah.
Man, he's good. So
Don't mess with Rich Hill, kids.
He has the same intensity in this as well. He plays a schizophrenic Irishman, and some of the scenes are scary, as you've been saying. He's very intimidating.
Schizophrenic Irishman.
I've known a few of those. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I am. Who wrote the film?
Warren Stuckey, a local physician here in town. He's written a couple of novels, and this is a play that he won for a competition with the Space Between Theater Company.
And how did it get into your hands?
Ned Cordery, the guy that is in charge of doing the filmography, called me and he says, well, now that you've done your theatrical debut, you need to do your film debut as a director, and I think I'm glad I said yes.
We'll ask you again in a month or so.
Exactly.
Well, that's cool. And then it just kind of got thrust into your hands, and you've been in production.
Yes, that's right.
How long have you been in production?
We've been in production about a month.
And it's going really well. Lots of locations?
No, not really. We've only had two. Here in town locally, and then up in Dameron Valley.
Fantastic. Over at Ned's house.
Correct.
Love Ned's house. And I love Ned.
We all love that, yeah.
Big fan of Ned.
At his house, yeah.
So, based on the experiences you're having on this shoot, do you think you'll do more?
In a while.
You're going to take a long vacation and
Yeah,
mull
I
it
need a little bit of a
over.
rest to kind of soak it all in. But sure.
Filmmaking it's hard. You know,
Yeah.
It's a rough.
There's some long hours and a lot of work, but you know what? I can never get enough.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Who's your producers on this?
The producer is the Space Between Theater Company.
Very nice. Then they've produced many films, some of which I'm in. I'm always a big fan of that.
You should be in all of them. Sean.
I know. Well, yeah, stop it. All right. So, and who's the other actors in your film?
Well, along with Rich Hill, we've got Craig Harrison and Michelle Morales, and of course, Moses the Wonder Dog.
Moses the Wonder Dog.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I've been on set, and I've been on their set, and it's really fun. I love watching Rich act anyway.
Right.
But it's just fun watching a movie being put together.
Yeah.
Seeing the behind the scenes, you know, it's a beautiful thing, and that's why we're in this business, because the passion.
Yeah. Right.
And it's fun to see other people with the same passion doing something that they just love to do. And isn't that right, Christian?
Yes, it's the passion of the Sheldon.
Well, tell us about your passion. What are you up to right now?
I just finished actually sending copies of my script to the main players for the Christmas movie. And it's going to be heartwarming. And if Adam's listening, I am going to have that ending like I promised. So I hope you enjoy what you see.
Very cryptic.
Adam's not listening.
He's not. No, Adam's gonna be calling in here.
Yeah.
But so you're doing one for the Christmas.
I am, yeah. Me and Inti were trying to do one together. I don't know if he's got time. He's moving with his army stuff. He's actually going to be moving to Vegas here pretty soon. So I don't know how involved he'll be able to be with this one, but we'll get it out by the time it needs to be done by December 12th, I believe. Yeah.
Inti is moving to Vegas?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
That kind of bums me out.
That kind of took the wind out of my sails there.
I already missed that.
Thanks for killing the show there. Yeah, appreciate that. You really killed the buzz.
That really bums me out.
When it's happening, it's in the works. But Vegas ain't that far away, an hour and a half. So.
We're gonna have to make another movie before he goes.
Well, and Stormy's in Vegas, and he comes up for movies all the time. So I mean, it's not too far away. It's good.
Well, and I don't know if you know this, but he's a really big fan of both of you. He just wants to. He actually wants to make one last movie before he does go, knowing full well he'll be back. But he wants to involve both of you very heavily.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, we're on board.
We are. I'll do anything.
That's what he's counting.
Oh, I'm sure. All right, Bob. Let me just say, do you like the genre you're in? I mean, the genre is. What's the genre of the movie?
Oh gosh, I'm not really sure. What would you call it?
Sci-fi.
Maybe no, not sci-fi. Kind of dramatic, crazy. Dramatic
thriller.
That's a good one.
Well, there's not a lot of stuff, but really, because it's not a very long. It's about 30-minute film.
Yeah, but it has a very, shall we say, explosive ending.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, it goes on Michael Bay at the end there. Yeah. All right.
We're gonna steal some of Michael Bay's effects, I think, for this. Straight off Transformers. Just.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, where are you gonna be showing this?
Oh, this is going into the European film festivals. It's going to be shown first off in the British International Short Film Festival.
Nice.
And Ned Cordery is actually going to attend, so that's going to be, I believe he said, in April. Mm-hmm.
Wow. He's going up there to attend.
Yes, he's going. It's just south of London. He's going.
Wow, it's up there.
I'm getting even more misty-eyed than I was.
Peter's old stomping grounds. Oh man.
I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
His accent is actually real. It is.
Yeah.
He is from London. And he has a split personality. So the next split personality movie, we need to get Peter in
If
there.
you need a schizophrenic Irishman again, I'm available.
He's there.
Yeah.
He's there. All right, so Bob, where do we see some of your work? I mean, you don't have too much out there. Do you have a YouTube page? I mean, what do you got?
I don't, and I should. I've done some commercial film. I did a major motion picture, Where the Red Fern Grows. It had such people in it as Dabney Coleman and Ned Beatty.
Everyone knows Where the Red Fern Grows.
Yeah.
It's a very, and everyone local at least knows it. And plus, Lyman Dayton's right here local, and he's the filmmaker of Where the Red Fern Grows. Fantastic.
Yes, but you won't see me in it because I ended up on the editing room floor. But it was still a very
Story of my life, Bob. Story of my life.
Your name comes out in the credits.
Yeah.
It does for the wrong person.
Is it really?
I feel bad for the guy that got my name attached to it.
Oh, that's awesome. What else have you been in?
Just a lot of theater.
Local theater?
Yeah, I did one out in Kayenta called Kimberly Akimbo. The Boys Next Door at the Broadway stage in Salt Lake. Those are some of my more recent.
And do you really love the theater?
I do, but I enjoy acting in film probably more.
Really?
I do. I like the challenge of shooting out of sequence.
Wow, that's interesting.
Wow, you can actually shoot out a sequence?
It's a whole different ball game. Movies and theater are so different. Theater, you almost need to recreate things. Every performance, you're trying to recreate.
Yeah, every night you got to get out there and bring it.
Yeah, and with film, you've got 2 or 3 takes, and
Right.
and you got some direction. It's a whole different ball.
There's a do-over if necessary, whereas in theater you're flying by the seat of your pants and you got to get it right.
Yeah, sometimes there's a do-over. It depends on the budget and the time. I mean, if you've run out of light and that's it.
That's true, yeah.
It is. That's what I mean intense.
Yeah, making movies is intense. It's do we have
That might be local film critic Adam Mast on the phone.
It just might be.
1 second.
Adam, is that you? No, it is Adam.
It is Adam. 1 second. All right.
Get him on. Get him
Get him on here.
On the air.
Adam,
Good afternoon, local celebrity Sheldon Demke.
How's it going, sir? Oh, you guys can't hear him, can you?
No.
Oh man.
Nobody can hear me?
No. Well, we can hear.
We can hear you.
'cause we got the headphones, but I've got Christian and Christian Navarrete here, and Bob Baumann's here as well.
Oh, sweet.
Talking about the film that they've been shooting.
Christian's the man. I haven't.
Christian is the
I haven't
man.
met
Christian.
Bob, but I hear Bob's the man also.
Bob is the man as well.
Bob is also the man. Yes.
Bob is also.
There's a lot of men. There's a lot of men in the house.
There's
today.
testosterone flying around the room right now.
Hello, Adam. How's it going? I can't hear you.
I am doing fabulous. How are you all
good. He's doing
today?
I'm amazing, Adam. I seriously, I wrote this thing, and as it was coming along, it just so happened that ending I had mentioned to you fell right into place.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I guess
Sheldon
I'm
is the middleman
excited.
here. I love it.
When are we seeing this film?
Oh, when are we seeing it? When are we seeing it? We're seeing it the Christmas thing.
Oh, we're talking about the Christmas thing. I
Yeah.
thought we were talking about Bob's movie.
Oh no, Bob's movie's going to London.
London?
Yeah.
Try to keep up, Adam.
Keep up, Adam. Where's haven't you been
guys
listening?
with him?
What's that?
Is he taking you guys with him?
To London? He's not even going. Ned's going instead. Ned's going for and behalf. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'd love to go.
Great.
I'd love to go to London and see it.
It would be amazing.
We should have a big.
And Christian, I'm joking. I'm dying to see your Christmas film.
He's dying to see your Christmas.
Good, because none of us.
I'm dying to film it, honestly.
He is dying to film it.
He's dying to film it.
Yes.
That's great. I know it will come together because Christian always pulls it off.
You always pull
in
it off,
splendid
Christian.
fashion.
Yeah.
So you're fantastic. You always pull
You're
it
the
off.
man.
You're the man.
Yeah. Bob's the man.
I said, stop stroking that ego. My head's gonna explode.
Again. Yeah.
All right. Well,
anyway, Christmas.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
let me just say thank you, Christian, for coming on. Thank you, Bob. I'm so glad. We're so excited to finally see this movie. Are we gonna have a local premiere maybe for this film?
Yeah, I imagine at Ned's house. I'll make sure you're involved.
Yeah. We'll go to Ned's house to watch it. I'm dying to see Rich.
Unfortunately, if you're local, if you want to see it, you have to fly to London.
Which is doable.
I'll make some calls. Yeah. I know people.
Yeah, I've got friends at SkyWest. Maybe they'll hook us up with some cheap flights.
All right, Kristen and Bob, we're gonna have you guys on the show some other time talking about how things wrapped up and where we can see it and when the party's at.
We'll be back when you invite us over. That'd be great.
All right, sounds good. Thank you guys for coming in. All right, Adam, tell us about this event. I'm dying to hear about it.
Tell you about the event.
Tell me about
it. It is called A Merry Movie Christmas, and it is a cinematic celebration of all things Christmas.
Oh.
We're done with Horror Fest now, and we're moving on from spine-tingling chills to the warm and fuzzies, and everybody loves the warm and fuzzies, right?
I don't. Yeah, I'm not such a fan, Adam.
Come on, Peter, you're all about the warm and
I'm
fuzzies.
British. I feel nothing.
The man is British.
Yeah. Don't talk to me about feelings.
No, man, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's we've invited local filmmakers to show us their Christmas cinematic goods. They've all had a 4 or 5 weeks to put together a film, a short film, 10 minutes or less. And the only criteria is it has to revolve around the holidays, and it has to include a Christmas tree. And then we're going to show the movies, and we're going to raise money for Dixie Care and Share. It's going to be really awesome. The event, again, it's called A Merry Movie Christmas, and it is, I can unveil this. You guys are getting the scoop here.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
You've heard it here, folks. Here first.
There you go. Here we go.
Yes. Oh.
What?
Did we lose Adam?
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
The event is December 20th at the Hilton Garden, right over there by the Dixie Center. $5 per person.
Can't talk about money.
Actually, it's I lied. It's $6.
Can't
per
talk about
person,
money.
But if you bring a canned food item, It's $5 a person.
Can't talk money.
Am I allowed to say that on the air?
No.
We can't talk admission prices.
I'm
No.
kidding. It doesn't cost anything.
Well, that's the end of our call with Adam today.
If you want to know what the prices are, go to the Facebook event page, A Merry Movie Christmas, and it'll fill you in. But it's going to be a great day. Starts at 3 p.m. We are showing movies. We're keeping those movies secret, as we usually do.
Christmas themed, I'm guessing.
They are definitely holiday themed. We're showing three different movies, and they're great. I think
Student
people will
bodies?
love them. It's a family oriented. Bring the
Student
family
bodies.
out. It's going to be fun,
He's
and
not
then we're going to
listening.
do the gorilla shorts. And I think it's looking like we're going to have anywhere from 10 to 15 shorts.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, we've got a good group.
Well, I'm-
Of people. I don't want to name names because we're trying to keep a lot of the films surprised. But I was on set the other night.
Oh,
and I
Dan
know
talked
that
all about
Sheldon and
Dan talked all
Yes?
about it already.
Yeah, that cat's out of the bag.
It is out of the bag.
Yeah.
Did he say what it is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no!
He's calling it
I wasn't supposed to
Juggernaut
do that.
3. Juggernaut 3. Deck the
Sheldon.
halls.
Sheldon,
What?
keep that guy on a leash, man.
I'm like, hey, maybe we can be a little cryptic about this.
No, he dove right in. No.
Juggernaut 3.
I can tell you, like, Sheldon is obviously working on this film, but from what I've seen, the magic is happening.
Oh, you
it
haven't
looks
seen anything.
No, you want to
just-
see magic.
You just wait till you see Peter in this film.
I bring the magic tenfold.
The magic is brought.
I still have the magic on my head to show for.
Well, there you have it. Deck the Halls, Juggernaut 3. People are probably wondering about Part 2. This movie's so huge, they skipped Part 2
They just skipped it.
altogether,
Yeah.
From what I understand. So
They're gonna call it "In Search for In Search for Juggernaut 2." Is the tag?
Exactly. So yeah, that's going to be great. And yeah, we just want to encourage people to come out. Great time of year, great cause. Actually, we're splitting the money between Dixie Care and Share
Can't talk
and
about money.
the Happy Factory out of Cedar City. So,
All
am I
right.
not allowed to talk about that either?
Probably not.
They're non-profit.
They got us on a tight leash.
Oh, great.
And speaking of tight leash,
Well,
we are strapping for time right now. We are supposed to jump
Okay,
off.
Hey, one last thing.
'Kay.
One last thing before I let you go. Well, three last things. I'll make
Wow.
them very brief. I know that's not like me to make them brief. First of all, Thanksgiving's coming up, so everybody watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's the greatest Thanksgiving movie ever made. Am I right?
True story.
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
Yes.
And then the last two things. This weekend, we're getting two huge movie trailers, and I thought your audience might want to know this. They may already know, but this weekend, Jurassic World trailer
Yes.
is going to air on Thanksgiving during the ABC Thursday Night Football. So everyone check that out.
And it's
supposed
not going to be in
pretty
select
amazing.
theaters like the Star Wars. It's
Yeah.
not in select
But
theaters.
it's
Star
everywhere.
Wars, yes. Star Wars, The Force Awakens trailer, Friday through Sunday, 100 select theaters nationwide. They've only announced 10 of the theaters, but in those select theaters, they'll be showing the Star Wars trailer with every show. At those
I'm guessing
theaters.
not St. George.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to get it with The Hobbit. in
But it'll be on the
mid-December,
internet
which will be
10 minutes later.
yeah. Yeah.
bootlegged.
Yeah.
So go to the theater or wait for a nice high-def version online.
Is it going to be one of
Anyway,
those
guys,
teasers where they just show the mugs of water rattling?
It's 90 seconds, and I've read the
Oh.
description of what's in it, and I'm not going to give spoilers, but if you're a fan, you're going to want to see it. It's
Nice.
badass.
How could you not be a
So,
fan?
Yes, exactly.
Well, you are
Anyone
listening.
that doesn't understand why people are kicking up a fuss about a Star Wars trailer obviously isn't a Star Wars
Turn that
fan.
music up.
This is big news. This is huge. It's a follow-up to Return of the Jedi. That's big news.
Well, that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the Local Celebrity Show. Every Monday from noon to 1, you make Monday Movie Monday. With the Local Celebrity Show with Sheldon Demke, I am your host, along with my sidekick, Peter Gunn from The Peter Gunn Show.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Always a pleasure. And you will see us next Monday from noon to 1. Thank you very much. That's our show.
KTIM, St. George, Utah.